Happy Easter. It's currently around 80 degrees here, so it's pretty nice over here in North Carolina. I know I've looked up, it's a lot colder in Wyoming and still pretty cold in Colorado. Actually pretty nice, but colder than here. Um, it's growing season here, so it's really easy to grow plants this early in the year, and about a month ago it started getting this nice. So we started growing some garden, and that's what we want to go ahead and show you. And here's Jenny.
Hello. So we're gonna go ahead and show you guys our garden. It's pretty elaborate at this point, so let's go ahead and just look at it. The first thing we decided to plant was berries, along with garlic. We actually started our garden because we had a garlic thing, and some of the cloves started to grow. So we went ahead and put it in some water so that it could take root, and then we planted it, and that sort of started our garden. So you can't really see it that well, but there's some strawberries right there. Growing very slow. Next to that is grapes. No, raspberries. No, I don't know.
It's some kind of berry. I honestly forgot what it's called myself.
All right, and then we have our little garlic plants. And let's go ahead and go to the backyard. Oh, hello, dog. Those are the neighbor dogs. Oh, that one's going to the bathroom. Sorry to invade your privacy. So we started out with the regular, just little starter planters with the compressed dirt. So we've mainly transplanted all of our new ones, but we still have some growing. So over here, let's start with this. Over here we have peppers. They haven't sprouted yet. Next to that is celery. And then more peppers on that one over there. And then here we have
This is essentially a nursery for various different plants that we've. Yeah. So, these are the little nurseries that we've started. Like we started the celery over there in one of these planters, and we started most other things in these planters.
Yeah. So let's see. We have some Brussels sprouts here and a lot of peppers. Not completely sure all of the ones that are in there right now. And then half of our stuff we started in these bags. We have soybeans, squash, wax beans, melons, and some other peppers. So what we went ahead and did was, especially for the beans, we got some paper towels wet and just put them in there so that they can germinate for a few days. And it tends to work out pretty well. I think that they may germinate even faster when they're in this kind of thing rather than in these little planters. This garlic plant right here was actually our first plant that we planted, and it takes about 6 to 8 weeks to mature, and I think we planted it about 3 weeks ago. Fun fact, actually, garlic takes a long process. You got 6 to 8 weeks for it to actually grow and mature, and then from there you have to dry it out for about 2 or 3 more weeks in order for you to use it. Or months, 2 to 3 months, sorry. We have catnip for Addie. We've got some thyme and some oregano here. We have a whole bunch of tomato plants growing. We went ahead and built this really cool sort of stand thing for the tomatoes to grow up and be able to use them for support. The next one we have green beans and spinach. The green beans have been going really well. You know, they just sprouted these leaves right here. It took them about 3 days to do that. One of the other first plants that we planted were these onions. And it's taken these onions quite a while to actually get to this point, but once they did, they grew really, really fast. Next we have a whole bunch of carrots. When we were actually planting them in the nurseries, Zach went just a little bit overboard with how many carrot seeds he put in each planter. So we're gonna have a whole bunch of carrots by the end of this. Now these planters right here were about $7 to $10 each. So we invested a lot of money at this point, and we decided, you know, maybe that there would be a better economic way to go about this, so we're not spending all of our money on this. So we decided we were going to get some wood and some hinges, and we made our own beds. So we have 3 right here. We're using 2. The third one we haven't used yet because we're just waiting for more of those to sprout. But in this first bag we have onions, broccoli, we've got some watermelon in this area right here, and then beans all the way back here, and we have the bamboo sticks so that they can climb on them when they're ready. And then over here on the next bed right now is just watermelon. We're planning on putting some beans in the back row so we can use all the space that we need to. As far as the third planter, we're not completely sure yet. We are going to have an excess of beans, so that'll probably be what's in that bed right there. As far as right now, the longest plant that we have to grow is the celery. It actually takes about 125 days for it to be harvested, and about 2 or 3 weeks to germinate. So we're probably gonna have celery until about the end of August. We'll be able to harvest it. Other than that, all the other ones are around 85 to 60 days. So we'll be seeing a lot of output within these next few months. As far as that, we're just gonna keep growing and growing until, you know, we have a lot of food. You wanna pause it?
So, with all these plants, a lot of them are going to become ripe around the same time, and that's going to be problematic just because we won't be able to eat them all at the same time. So we're going to go ahead and pickle most of what we grow. So that's going to probably become a larger part of our diet. Our diet in the future is going to be, you know, pickled vegetables that we grew here. Hopefully we'll grow enough that we have a larger amount of it. So other than that, school's going pretty, it's going pretty good for the both of us. Jenny's taking her classes and she's doing really well with it, and you know, I'm kind of struggling with this paramedic course, but it's coming out all right. I've got finals coming up in this coming week, and so wish me luck on that. And here pretty soon, once everything's said and done, I'm going to be going back to the unit, and with that, you know, they've been putting a lot of pressure on me because of certain online classes that we have to get done that I haven't been doing just simply because I'm in this class. So, you know, when you know, that's something I have to get to focusing on here when the class slows down. Yeah.
A little bit more about Zach's going back to the unit after his NREMT. He's going to be probably going to do drop zone coverage. So when people jump out of airplanes and do their parachute training, Zach is going to be there to be of medical assistance. Say someone were to break their ankle or sprain something. Or die, you know. That's great. Along with that, usually what happens is that, what can happen is that Zach will be there maybe for, you know, at odd hours, or maybe even be there for a couple of days at a time. So yeah, that will be exciting. That'll be exciting.
So, you know, here are the animals y'all should know about by now. In case you don't, you know, here's my cat. We got this little backpack so we can still go on walks with the cat. And that was mostly Jenny's idea, but it works. You know, Sugar and Denver, they've both been behaving pretty well lately. You know, they haven't given us a whole lot of trouble, or a whole lot of headache. On top of that, you know, the cat's been doing what cats do, which, in case you didn't know, was not a whole lot. I don't know what else to say. Addie.
Oh, okay. I know that a lot of you guys asked about married life, just sort of how it's going. Well, let's see, it's April. We're coming up on our 1-year anniversary within this next month and a half. I mean, other than that, it's been pretty good. You know, marriage is marriage. Other than that, you know, what else could I say? We have had the opportunity to go to a marriage counseling seminar.